I feel like the operation was fast today. We got points so fast, and so I think the offense did really good today.
You guys have been putting in a lot of work in training camp. How's it feel to go out on national TV and put up 48 points and have the first team and second team playing all off?
That's what you do it for, man. We put all the work in throughout the week. We had a great week of prep, and it just shows. So.
What makes a great week of prep for you guys?
Just coming in, getting the details right, just making sure everybody know their assignment, and should we go out there, play fast, play for each other.
Do you guys feel like you're peaking in that area, like starting to really stack those kinds of days together, or is that what it's always been?
Yeah, that's highly important. We're just trying to continue to stack good days of practice, and it's going to show on Sundays.
For you personally, how much more comfortable are you in this offense than you were?
Coach the podium shortly! Coach the podium shortly!
Get more and more comfortable every day I'm out there. So.
As you learn more about this offense, how big is that whole yards after the catch and just giving you guys a space?
It's huge, especially with the people that we have on the team, the playmakers that we have. It's a big part of it, especially.
I know it's preseason, but how good does it come out to feel? Or how good does it feel to come out and play that well on offense, especially in the first series?
It's always good. It was kind of close. It's always good, and obviously, just putting in all the work during training camp and then being able to come out there and play at that level. Preseason it feels good, but we just got to keep getting better.
Olamide, how would you assess how Caleb Williams was in the huddle today, just commanding the offense and just operating?
Calm, very calm, composed and just in the moment. It's good to see, and just got, like I said, just got to keep doing it.
You guys have been learning a lot on this offense. How much confidence does it give you guys to do it in a game like that, even though it is only preseason?
It's always good. Like I said, it's always good to go out there and kind of see your work come to fruition. I'm just keep saying, just gotta keep building upon it.
Olamide, what's the feeling like when you catch that ball in the open, you see open field, got a couple guys to beat? What's the feeling, and did you know you were going to score on that play?
Everything happens so quick. You have to make quick decisions, and I knew when I caught the ball, I'm probably going to have maybe one or two people to make miss. And then seeing the post safety just kind of stop his feet. But I thought he had a little bit more momentum, so I kind of stopped my feet. I was getting ready to cut, but I seen that he stopped his momentum almost completely, so I just kept running.
So you got to navigate a lot of things in that moment, right?
Yeah, and like I said, it happens quick, so you just got to kind of trust your instincts and what you see at the moment, and then just roll.
I know you're still learning Ben Johnson and his tendencies in a game, but when you see the score, you see that you guys are still going for it on in the fourth quarter. What does it teach you just to kind of about his relentless? We're gonna put up a lot of points. We're gonna win this game by a lot.
It's just how he is. It's just what he does, even throughout his career as a coach. You see that put up 50+ points last year 2 times. So you just see that's just who he is and how he rolls. So it's definitely an exciting part. Exciting to be a part of that.
And just go out there and thought we executed well and took advantage of some of the mistakes that they made defensively and got points during that first drive and a few good points on the second drive. But all in all, it was some good stuff.
How much can you take out of it? Limited preseason?
Yeah, sure. I think it just I think we did what we should have done today, and we still got a couple of weeks or so, a week and a half left in camp, and some time still here to prep in Minnesota. So I think it's a good thing what we did today, but we got to fix it up.
Yeah, I think I'm lucky in a way to have coaches that believe in me and that have given me opportunities from camp from the start really to show that I can compete and that I can be a contributor for this team. So that's been nice. And obviously coming in as a UDFA, you set these goals for yourself to work your way up that depth chart. So just keep my head down and keeping at it.
What kind of things do you try to take from the guys that you're competing with and add to your game to maybe try to help run?
Well, they're all so great. Braxton's an awesome vet. Every time, even today when I come off the field, he'd tell me, I saw this in your set, I saw that in your set, you did with this well. If you make sure you focus on this on the next time so they don't beat you with it. So a lot of good stuff like that. Braxton is such a pro, too, in terms of how he approaches walkthrough. those kind of settings that, those are things I've taken to heart.
How difficult has the transition been from trying to learn the right side and going to the left side?
I think it's harder than maybe some people realize. It's not just doing the same thing because your dominant legs on the other side, your dominant hands on the other side. So there's been bumps in the road, but I appreciate the coaches sticking with me through it, and I think today I was happy with a lot of the stuff. So I think I'm kind of working through that, if you will.
I think it was on Friday. Ben said that in regards to left tackle spot, he wants someone to go out there and win it. And they haven't seen that yet. How do you guys kind of take that message?
Yeah, I think it's just about being dominant, being consistent. He's right, absolutely. That's what you want, especially out of your left tackle, being in such a blindside position on the offensive line. So just taking that to heart in the run game, really imposing yourself. I think that's where you can have the chance to make splash plays. And then in pass protection, it's almost better if they don't notice you. So yeah.
And did you guys take that into that Buffalo joint practice? Maybe you and Braxton, the other guys competing.
Yeah.
I feel like that's motivation. Okay, the coach said that. We got 2
Yeah,
games.
for sure. I mean, I don't know if necessarily him saying that. We knew that already. That was been made clear to us since the start of camp. So, and we realized the joint practice, preseason games are, very important in terms of their evaluation. So, yeah.
In a row, you made your presence felt, man. How did it feel to come out there and have another big game?
It was exciting. I'm just appreciative of my teammates and my coaches giving me the opportunity to showcase my talent. So if it wasn't for the big boys up front and my receivers and my tight ends getting blocks for me, I wouldn't be able to do half the things I do.
Talk to me about that first touchdown, the short yards, I believe it was, and you showed a little bit of power tonight that I don't know if you've shown consistently in the past. How does that feel to show that part of your game?
It feels good to just drop your shoulder and run somebody over. So Coach Johnson talks about being physical. So I took that to heart. There's been a couple opportunities over camp and the last game where I wasn't necessarily the most physical runner, so I tried to make sure that I was aggressive and physical when I played today.
Did you come into the game knowing you would get that kind of workload, or did it kind of adjust after Deion?
I was a little surprised by the amount of work, but it was just another opportunity to play.
So how does that feel, knowing that you did what you did when you weren't expecting to maybe have that many reps today?
At the end of the day, this is preseason. Everyone's fighting for a spot. Everyone's trying to make their presence known. So whether it was going to be one play or 40 plays, I don't know how many plays we had. I had to do my best to just make sure that I did my job to the best of my ability.
What's the next step for you in your career, or as a player, in development?
I still need to get better in pass protection. I still need to try to get back to running as aggressive as I was running last year, but it's coming along week by week.